All right, good morning, geometry guys. Mr. Jeffries coming at you. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe with the bell. So, today we're going over midpoint formulas and midpoints, okay? So, a midpoint of a segment bisects a line, okay? Bless you. Bisect means a cut into two equal parts, okay? Think about it. The first two letters right here, this always means two, like bicycle, okay? Anybody ever, y'all go riding your bicycles? No. You do? Okay. Some people do. Some people have electric bicycles. Okay. Now, example 1, C is the midpoint of this part. All right, now, because it cuts it into two equal parts, we can actually label it like this. Remember, those little hash marks means that this line segment is equal to this line segment, okay? AC is this. CB is this. So, for some of these problems, you know, yesterday we were on the warm-up, we were adding this plus this is this. A lot of these, this is equal to this. And there was somebody that told y'all Monday that most of the time this summer, don't do math in the summer, this year, you're either going to add stuff up to equal something or you're going to set them equal to each other, okay? So, now we go through our steps to solve. Minus 3x. Minus 3x. Now, again, if you have issues with positive and negative numbers, there are calculators. Please use them. Okay, hang on, gotta move myself. Okay, so we have this. Now we subtract 1. Negative 1x equals negative 5. All right, so x is positive 5. Awesome. Now, I would sit here and I would think about this. These two things are equal. I could actually use either one of these statements to plug it into to find the next two things because they're the same. Okay? I would try to choose the easiest one. All right? And for me, the easiest one would be AC. All right. So 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. All right, so if AC is 11, CB is also 11. All right, now, if this is 11 and this is 11, what is this whole thing? 22. All right. So that's it. I mean, now we are going to have to pay attention to what the question is asking. We found that out, you know, Monday in class, and we found that out yesterday, you know, reading the problems actually to understand what they're asking. Okay. Now I'm saying that because I may have made a mistake in first period, and we're trying to be very careful about it this period. All right. Are we good with example 1? Anybody need more time to write it down? No? Yes? No? Positive? Yeah. All right. So, example 2. C is the midpoint. Okay. That means this is congruent to this. You don't have to label it. That's just, I'm There's a method to my madness. There's a reason I'm doing this. All right, it says AB is this. So this is already a little bit different than what we had in our last example. Okay? CB is this. Now we have to find X and all the other things. Okay? So, we know that it's going to be equal to this. This is what we've been doing this week. All right? If this right here is X plus 5, what is this over here? Yes, X plus 5. So all I do is just add another one. Wow. Because remember, they're equal to each other. Okay? I'm given this one. We already should know that this is the same thing. All right, now, let's combine like terms. I have one X and another X. Okay, let's see. It's Wednesday. Y'all are in 9th grade. Some of y'all already have 2 X's for this week. But, golly. So, when people turn around, they're like, how does he know? All right, so we have 2X. All right. And 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. So, now, I know on, I might have done it on the back. I know I didn't do it on the front. Did I put the steps to solve on there? Did I put them on the back? Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't do the little steps to solve. But, what if you forget those steps or are worried about forgetting those steps for the test? Is there a way that you can possibly have those for the test? Where could you put those? On that orange piece of paper. That's right. All right. Now, variables on the left. Plus 10 is 3. All right. Constants on the right. Though, you know, my dream of having a student whose name is actual constants, I don't think it's ever going to happen. That's kind of a, you know, an older name. Why are we arguing over there? Okay, but why is it causing an issue that I have to hear it? All right, so, man, I'm going to have to, like, make a button that says, my name is, call me Jumper Cables, because I'm always starting something. All right, so X is 7. All right, well, if X is 7, and we have, you know, these are the same, what is 7 plus 5?
12.
So that's 12. That's 12. That means the whole thing is 24, which is funny, but not as funny as 25. Okay? All right. So, it's from SpongeBob, okay? I still watch cartoons. Just leave me alone, okay? Let me live my life. So, all right. We're going to pause here. Y'all going to work on the problems on the back. Please read the problems before you do them, because I had people already last period, they flipped it over. They're like, I'm confused. They're like, that pretty much is your state of your mental being for the rest of your life then, because it was something different. All right, pausing here. All right, so let's go over this because we have more than 3 people acting like a you know, they're really lost. All right, so RS is all this. That means this is 17, this is 17, that means this is 34. All right. Number 2, RS is all this. This is 9, this is 9, this is 18. Okay? It may not look exactly what we were just doing, but it's on the same concept of the whole lesson that we had ahead of time before doing this. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, why is he being so mean? I'm actually trying to hold y'all to a standard. And some of y'all haven't been held to a standard. Okay? We talked about this. That I would set it up over here. And this is why. If I set it up this way, when I move that 8x over, I end up with like negative 1x plus 5 equals 0. A lot of people forget the 0 right there. Okay, so that's why I said do it with the 8x on the left-hand side. Now, a lot of people did it with the 8x on the right-hand side. You got the right answer, no problem. All right. So x is 5. All right. Now, I'm asked for JK. That's all of it. Okay. Reading the problem. I'm going to choose the 8x to plug this into because that seems easier. Well, what is 8 times 5? 40. Well, that's 40. That means this is 40. That means the whole thing is 80. Hey, I love the enthusiasm, though. It just happened to be the wrong answer. Okay, it's kind of like that one student I had when I was getting observed. I'm like, give me a number 1 through 10. 12. All right. Are we good through 3? May I move on to the next part on the slide? Yes. All right. So, set them equal to each other because they're congruent. That's what those little hashes mean. All right. I did see a lot of people doing the lines down through here. I have seen people that brought their own highlighters today to do that. If it works for you, it works for you. Okay? So, negative 5x plus 15. Right, this is 25, which is funnier than 24. No, this is Patrick. Now, for the first time today, I think we had one of these yesterday where the x was a negative number. Okay? X can be negative. The distance cannot be negative. Let me say that again. X can be negative. The distance cannot be negative. X can be negative. The distance cannot be negative. Y'all ever wonder why teachers sometimes says stuff 3 times? Like it might be important, like to write down for later, but YOLO. All right, so I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to say that this is 3 plus 15. I'm going to put in my negative 2. Okay, so 3 parentheses negative 2 plus 15. All right, I plugged it in. I got 9. Well, this is 9, and this is 9. This whole thing, 18. Okay, remember, you can't go from looking at the object directly to the answer. You have to read it. You have to think about it. Use the gray thing between your ears. Did we talk about that yet? That the human brain is gray until it's exposed to oxygen and then it turns pink? Yeah. Yeah, you for those that's wanting to be part of like the fire department or paramedics, you never want to come up on the scene where there's gray matter. That's bad. All right, we go with number 4. All right. So 3x plus 1 equals 8x minus 24. Wow, whatever website I stole this from, they really like these weird numbers and like 3s and 8. That's literally, we've had 3s and 8s all day. X plus 1 equals negative 24. Pi minus 1 minus 1. X equals negative 25. Alright, so this time my x is positive, it's 5. Now, I'm asked for my. That is not the whole thing. That's only this thing. Which is, you know, maybe a little bit better. All right, so 8, 5 minus 24. All right, so 16. Okay. And remember, bless you, remember that's why I'm writing it like that. So you put it in the calculator just like that. Good, we have one more, right? Yeah. So, 5x plus 8 equals 9x plus 12. Minus 9. Finally, a different number that's not 3 and 5, or 8 and 3. Negative 4x plus 8 is 12. Minus 8, minus 8. Negative 4x equals 4. Uh-oh, our x is going to be negative. We can't have a negative x, can we? Okay, good. Somebody was paying attention. All right, so x is negative 1. All right, we're only asked for my by reading the problem. Okay, if I plug that in, that's the same thing. That's going to turn that to negative 9. Okay, negative 9 plus 12 is the same thing as 12 minus 3, or 12, no, 12 minus 9, just said the answer, so if you don't get that, that's bad. It's 3. All right, that's today's lesson. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, bell. Good stuff, good things, real time.